Did you know that over 60% of engine failures in the US are linked directly to poor oil maintenance? Most drivers think changing oil is just about swapping fluid every few thousand miles. But that mindset silently destroys engines and keeps cars from ever seeing 200,000 miles. Here's the shocking truth. Mechanics know 15 oil change secrets that can easily push your car beyond 500,000 miles. But they rarely share them because fewer repairs mean less business for them. Stick with me until the very end because I'll reveal a bonus tip mechanics absolutely hate. A trick that not only extends your oil's lifespan, but also prevents a $4,000 repair most drivers never see coming. Trick number 1. Never trust the 10,000-mile oil change myth. Manufacturers love to advertise long oil change intervals, 7,500 or even 10,000 miles. It makes ownership look cheaper during warranty years. But experts like Bob Sikorsky, author of Drive It Forever, warn that these long intervals can cause oil sludge, worn seals, and catastrophic failure once you cross 100,000 miles. The real sweet spot? Change your oil every 5,000 miles or 6 months with full synthetic. Especially if you drive in stop-and-go traffic tow or live in dusty or hot climates. That extra $40 now can prevent a $4,000 engine replacement later. Trick number 2. Always warm the oil before draining. One of the oldest mechanics' secrets, never drain cold oil. Cold oil sits thick at the bottom of your pan, carrying sludge and metallic debris. When you warm up the engine for 5 minutes before draining, the oil flows faster and carries away contaminants stuck in the system. Veteran mechanics swear by this step because skipping it means you're leaving 10 to 20% of dirty oil behind, cutting into your engine's lifespan. Trick number 3. Use the right viscosity for your climate. Oil isn't one size fits all. Using 5W30 in Arizona, summer heat is a recipe for engine wear. Likewise, 10W40 in freezing Minnesota winters will starve your engine on cold starts. Experts recommend following your owner's manual specs but also adjusting for local climate. In hot states, slightly thicker oil like 5W40 can provide extra protection. In frigid areas, 0W to 20 ensures quick flow at startup. Pick wrong, and you're adding thousands of dollars in wear every single morning. Trick number 4. Replace the drain plug gasket every time. It's a $1 part most people ignore, but the drain plug gasket prevents slow leaks. Old gaskets flatten out, letting oil drip unnoticed. Over time, that slow leak leads to low oil levels, overheating, and engine failure. Dealerships and quick lube shops often skip this to save pennies. Smart drivers replace it every oil change. Cheap insurance against catastrophic failure. Trick number 5. Don't over-tighten the drain plug or filter. You'd be shocked how many engines are destroyed not by dirty oil, but by stripped threads and cracked oil pans. Over-tightening the plug or filter can ruin the seal, cause leaks, or damage the pan. A $500 to $1,500 repair. Rule of thumb: tighten the drain plug to spec, usually 20 to 30 foot-pounds, and hand tighten the oil filter plus 3/4 of a turn. Torque, not brute force, keeps your engine safe. Trick number 6. Always pre-fill the oil filter, if side-mounted. Here's one pro secret even many mechanics skip. When your filter is mounted upright or sideways, pre-fill it with fresh oil before installation. Why? Because when you start the engine after an oil change, it takes several seconds for oil pressure to build up and reach the filter. During those seconds, your engine is running almost dry. Pre-filling eliminates this dry start, protecting components like camshafts and bearings that wear most during startup. Trick number 7. Use OEM or high-quality filters only. Cheap filters are silent killers. Many low-cost brands use cardboard end caps and weak bypass valves. Under heat and pressure, they collapse, sending unfiltered oil full of debris back into your engine. Always stick with OEM filters, Toyota, Honda, Ford, etc., or trusted brands like Wix, Bosch, or Mobil One. Saving $5 on a cheap filter can cost you $5,000 in premature engine wear. Trick number 8. Top off. Don't just change. Here's a pro move most drivers don't know. Engines naturally burn a little oil between changes, especially as they age. If you wait until your next oil change to correct low levels, your car may run thousands of miles with dangerously low oil. That's why million-mile owners check their dipstick once a month and top off if needed. It's not just about fresh oil. It's about keeping the right volume and pressure in the system at all times. Trick number 9. Always use a torquey wrench. Here's something most quick lube shops never do. They tighten bolts and filters by feel, but that feel leads to stripped pans, crushed gaskets, or loose filters. Using a torquey wrench ensures your drain plug and filter are tightened to exact factory spec. No more, no less. It's a small investment, but it guarantees a perfect seal and prevents expensive repairs. Professional mechanics swear by it, and million-mile owners treat it as non-negotiable. Trick number 10. Change oil before storage, not after. If you park your car for months, whether for winter storage, military deployment, or even a long trip, always change the oil before storing, not after. Why? Used oil is acidic. It contains moisture, carbon, and fuel residue that corrode bearings and seals while your car sits. Fresh oil before storage protects the engine. When you fire it up months later, it's safe and clean. Car collectors and long-haul truckers have followed this rule for decades. It's why their engines survive years of downtime. Trick number 11. Invest in magnetic drain plugs. This $10 hack could save you thousands. A magnetic drain plug attracts tiny metal shavings floating in your oil. Shavings from normal engine wear. These particles are too small for the filter to always catch, but they grind away at surfaces like liquid sandpaper. The magnet locks them down, keeping your oil cleaner and your bearings safer. When you remove the plug at your next change, you'll often see a fuzzy clump of metal it captured. That's where you prevent it from circulating. Trick number 12. Don't ignore oil analysis. Want to know exactly how healthy your engine is? Send a small sample of your oil to a lab like Blackstone Laboratories. For about $30, they'll tell you if your oil contains excessive metal, coolant, or fuel. This is how fleet operators and million-mile truck owners stay ahead of catastrophic failures. Instead of guessing, they get hard data and fix small problems before they destroy the engine. It's like getting a blood test for your car, and it's the kind of proactive care that separates average owners from the ones who push past 500,000 miles. Trick number 13. Always change the filter with the oil. Yes, it's tempting to change just the oil and skip the filter to save $10, but here's the catch. Old filters trap debris, sludge, and even acids. When you leave the old filter in place, all that gunk contaminates your brand new oil. Think of it this way. Would you shower and then put on dirty clothes? Of course not. Changing the oil without the filter is the same mistake. Always replace both together. Trick number 14. Use oil additives with caution. The shelves at auto parts stores are loaded with flashy bottles promising miracles. Stop leaks, reduce friction, boost horsepower. But here's the truth. Modern synthetic oils already contain balanced additive packages engineered by chemists. Adding random aftermarket chemicals can upset that balance and actually make oil less effective. The only additives that experts sometimes recommend are molybdenum-based friction reducers or specific seal conditioners for high-mileage engines, but only when approved by the manufacturer. Otherwise, stick to certified synthetic oil and trust the science. Trick number 15. Stick to OEM oil specs. Don't experiment. Manufacturers spend millions designing engines around specific oil viscosities and formulations. Going rogue with unapproved blends or viscosities may seem harmless, but it often leads to poor lubrication, worn timing chains, or clogged emission systems. For example, Toyota engines are notorious for oil sludge if you use cheap conventional oil instead of the recommended synthetic. BMWs require LL01 approved oil for their high-pressure systems. Honda's VTEC engines demand precise flow rates that only specific grades provide. If you want 500,000 miles, don't experiment. Stick with what your engine was designed for. Proven, certified oils. Bonus trick mechanics hate: double filtering method. Here's the one that really irritates repair shops because it drastically cuts down engine wear. Double filtering. Some high-mileage owners install a secondary bypass oil filter system. Unlike your standard filter that catches particles down to 20 microns, a bypass filter captures debris as small as 2 microns, almost like dialysis for your engine. NASA and the military use this technology in their fleets, and it's why some diesel trucks hit 1 million miles without an engine rebuild. It's not cheap up front, $200 to $500, but it slashes wear rates and keeps your oil looking brand new thousands of miles longer. For serious car owners, this is the ultimate longevity hack. Think about it. Every tip you've just learned is like a cheat code mechanics don't want you to know. Follow these 15 oil change tricks, and you're not just maintaining your car. You're building a machine capable of hitting 500,000 miles or more. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried extending oil change intervals or experimented with oil additives? Did it work out or cost you big in repairs? Drop your story in the comments below because your experience might save another driver thousands of dollars. And don't click away yet, because in the next video, I'll reveal the 10 transmission fluid secrets mechanics hide that could save you from a $3,500 disaster.